Okay, break the window and take her out.
Hey! No! I'm stopping you for doing 63 miles an hour in a 40-mile-an-hour zone.
Almost every state in the U.S. doing 73 in a 40 isn't just speeding. That's a death wish for anyone else on the road. But instead of accepting her fault, she decides to play internet lawyer. In the U.S., going 33 miles per hour over the limit isn't just a ticket. It's a crime. Most states categorize this as criminal reckless driving, meaning the law views your car as a deadly weapon and gives the officer the right to skip the fine and take you straight to jail. Because the stopping distance at 73 miles per hour is nearly triple that of 40 miles per hour, judges usually treat this as a willful disregard for human life. So this could land her in jail. But instead of cooperating, guess what she asked for when she was asked to present her driving license? Insurance and registration?
I need your driver's license, your insurance, and your registration. Yes, I do. It's on my radar, ma'am.
In almost every state in the U.S., a cop does not have to show you the radar. Why? Because they aren't going to let you walk back to their patrol car while they're alone on the side of a highway. It's a safety thing, not a secret thing. Secondly, she has already decided that this interaction with the officer is beneath her. The officer states the probable cause, 33 miles over the limit in most states. That is criminal reckless driving, an arrestable offense immediately. She isn't getting a ticket. She is currently being investigated for a crime. The least she could do is comply with the officer's request. But here is what she asked for. May I see the radar?
May I see it?
No, you may not. Also had you doing 73 further.
Here is the first trap. May I see the radar? I want you guys to discuss this in the comments. Should police be required to show you the radar? Because legally, in almost every jurisdiction in the U.S., the answer is a hard no. Why? For two major reasons. One, officer safety. They aren't bringing you back to cruiser. 2, the radar unit is often mounted in a way you can't see from a window. But look at her face when he says, no, a smirk. In her mind, she just won. She thinks she found a loophole. She didn't find a loophole. She just found the fast lane to a holding cell.
Down the road.
You're incriminating me on something, and you're saying that I'm not allowed to.
Colonel, I need your driver's license, your insurance, and your...
Guess what manipulating word she uses? As the officer says no, you're incriminating me. This is what happens when you get your law degree from TikTok University. Providing a driver's license is not self-incrimination. It is a condition of operating a vehicle on a public road. But catch the insult? He calls her a colonel. This is a psychological power play. By using a sarcastic high rank, he is trying to mock her authority as a colonel. On the flip side, she is treating this life or death situation like a customer service dispute at a Walmart. As soon as the officer requested for license and registration, she demands a supervisor, believing the manager will side with the customer. Spoiler alert, the police department is not a Walmart. Customers are not always right here.
Registration.
I would like to see your supervisor.
227. Can you send me a supervisor? I had her doing 73 down there, and then in the 40 I had her doing 63.
Now, you either cooperate and step out of the vehicle right now, or they're going to break your window, unlock your door, open the door, and pull you out of the car. And
notice how the supervisor is even way colder than the previous officer. Now, look at the body language difference. The first officer was standing back, polite. The supervisor is leaning in, finger pointing. This is a forced drift.
Your door, open the door, and pull you out of the car, and instead of just cooperating and getting a traffic violation, you're going to spend the night in jail.
He gives her a binary choice. This is a critical psychological tactic used in negotiations. Option A, step out. Option B, go to jail. There is no option C where she argues her way out. But look at her reaction. She goes catatonic. She stares forward. This is a freeze response. Her brain cannot compute that her magic words failed, so she reboots. She asks, why are you doing this?
So are you prepared to spend the night in jail? Yes or no? Yes or no? Are you prepared to spend the rest of the night in jail? Huh? Okay, break the window and take her out. Are you prepared
She
to spend the night in
genuinely
jail?
sees herself as the victim
Yes or no?
here. To understand why the police were so cold and why they were allowed to smash that window, you have to understand the Mimms rule. It is the single most important law for any driver to know. The stay in the car myth. Most people think their car is like their house, that a cop needs a special reason or a warrant to make you step out. That is 100% false. In 1977, the Supreme Court ruled on Pennsylvania versus Mimms, and it changed everything. The court decided that the danger officers face during a traffic stop is so high that their safety outweighs your minor inconvenience of standing on the sidewalk. What this means in plain English: the police has been given the "because I said so" power. So an officer doesn't need to prove you're dangerous to make you get out. They can order you out simply because they feel like it, or because it's department policy. If you want to argue with an officer, arguments are for court, not the curb. If you say, "I'm staying here until a supervisor comes," you are technically obstructing justice or resisting. The law says you must obey the order first and complain about it later. But are police allowed to smash window? The window smash logic, since the order to get out is lawful. Any physical act you do prevent it, like locking your door or rolling up your window, is seen as physical resistance. Once you resist, the police are legally allowed to use force, including breaking your property. To get you out, listen to her scream, "Hey, knock it off." That is the voice of a school teacher scolding a student. Even as glass is flying into her lap, she still believes she is the authority figure in this dynamic. She is dragged out not because she was speeding, but because she failed the attitude test. The supervisor moved from hello to smash in under 30 seconds. Was this necessary force, or was he just tired of the games? When you refuse a lawful order to exit the vehicle, which was established in Pennsylvania versus Mimms, the police have the right to remove you. But did they need to be this aggressive? Or did her speed, 73 and a 40, justify the extreme measures? Let me know in the comments. Did she deserve the glass shower, or was this a power trip? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more psychological breakdowns.